Oh, shit. Man, knocked out. Yeah, Reynolds, I've been sitting first out all day, so that's what's crazy. You know what I'm saying? As soon as the motherfucker call off, I gotta go.
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an AFC wildcard matchup between the New England Patriots and the Jacksonville Jaguars. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. On first down, Brady. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29.
There you go, Reynolds. I'll go one right there.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that makes the score 7-0. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now Brady to try again after the pick six. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard. The first carry down for Rex Burkhead. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains. Throwing on first down is Brady. He's going to look deep down the field. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be down deep into Jacksonville territory. Brady and Edelman hook up for a big one. And even 50 yards. The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Brady to throw on second down.
Come on, that's a pick. Come on, what?
Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone. And now 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're saying.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Devontae Harris.
Oh, the fucking bullshit, man.
To the 21-yard line. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 21. So after the INT, it's Bortles. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
Come on.
And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Let's go, let's go. Lucy.
Bortles will try again on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Hey, 54, Ricky. Lucy. Move.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. Oh, almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Patriots take over. And now out come the Patriots. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Cousins. On the run, it's Burkhead. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, add that play to his resume, Real, because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
On 2nd down, here's Brady. He shakes him off. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. On 3rd and long, it's Brady. That's incomplete,
that's my fault.
but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th, now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
Brady now on 1st down.
Catch the ball, man.
As he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. His penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
After the encroachment penalty, here's 2nd and 5. Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. Pass incomplete. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time. And it's 3rd and 5.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have is chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. Again, they'll throw with Brady. They don't have his man, Edelman. And he gets this one. A good pickup there,
I gotta turn this shit off, man.
The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy.
He's going to be wrapped up and driven down.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. To throw on 2nd down. Brady. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. From the gun, it's Brady. Flush to his right.
Come on, Ramsey, damn.
Onto it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. So now on 4th down, on comes Steven Gostkowski to try and get the patch 3. From the left hash, this from 37. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Block that shit.
Please tell me this doesn't come off as snarky. But that's a relative chip shot. I mean, you've got to be able to execute that one. I don't care what they design on the other side about trying to block the kick. That should be 3 points on the board.
Yeah, we've talked about it before. If you're out at 55, 60 yards, low trajectory from here, you get that thing up, this should be 3.
Yeah, there's nothing routine in football, but this one really almost should be. Snap, hold, kick, ball through the post. Didn't happen that way.
And he whips that one incomplete there. You got a young quarterback, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Adrian Claiborne in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags.
Hey, 54, Ricky. Hey, 54, Ricky. Lucy.
Throwing is Bortles. Open man right side is Sharp. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. The Patriots offense now. They work their way back onto the field. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Brady.
Yeah,
he couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Man, that's all he
didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Brady will try again on 2nd down.
Give me that.
And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Smith.
Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. He was looking for Gronk that time.
That was a good user. Get your ass up, man.
Better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Hank.
Bortles now on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
Come on, catch the ball,
lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Lucy. Green is on. Lucy.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Bortles.
Come on, Bortles.
Fumble. It's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
I ain't got to punt it, do I, Reynolds? Oh, okay. Oh, shot would have went for a 4th and 4 then. Shit.
So right. 76.
Bortles to throw for it on 4th down. He's got his man on the crossing route. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down.
Brandon, I have one word for you after that completion for a 1st down.
Lucky?
Analytics.
Well, the analytics say they punt the football there.
So we're changing to analytics as we go, right? What a big-time play for them, and really took a big-time chance.
Yeah, big-time first half chance. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Chark from 19 yards away. And the Jaguars add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. Now it's Patterson. Oh, nice move. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Patriots gearing up to go now. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with.
And now a fumble.
Let's go.
And the Jags grab it. And a 1st and goal coming up here inside the 10-yard line.
Partner, I don't care how long he plays. Anytime there's a fumble involving Tom Brady.
You think the Raiders are involved?
You think the Raiders are involved, you think it's snowing, and immediately you hear the words, Tuck rule. And now the Tuck rule doesn't exist anymore, but that always comes back up with Tom Brady, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, even here, even now. And he takes it in.
21, man.
Jacksonville. A great effort there. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Lambeau to add on the extra point.
I'm going to have to play Little Larry. I just beat Little Larry in Murder League.
And that makes the score 21-0. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away.
Little Larry League. Yeah, he ain't started yet.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England first down. Brady now on first down. Got a man complete. It's Chris Hogan. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Who you with? Who you playing
Brady
with?
now. Just 6 of 15 through the air. Not good, but 1st and 10 here. From midfield, here's Brady. The throw left side complete to Hogan. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it. They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Throwing on first down. Brady. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Let's go.
Past the 20. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half. I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And a route is on here in this first half. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they? Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right? Unfortunately. I'm sorry about that. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Calais Campbell. With a great push up front, he picks up the sack and a loss of 8. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Looking to throw on second down. Brady. And right side, caught. Hogan. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. Throwing is Brady on third down. And he's got the man. It's Gronkowski. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. And I put my first tally mark next to the Brady to Gronk counter here.
I think it may be the first of many, because once they get going, look out. Things tend to snowball. Tom Brady trusts Gronk as much as any receiver I think he's thrown to in his career. And it's evident when you see that.
Saying something.
That's saying something right there. But he's earned it.
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Dante Fowler in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. To throw on second down, Brady. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. From the gun on third down, Brady. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
Brady going to go on fourth down. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Yannick Ngakoue able to get in and run him down for a loss of 14. On first down, Bortles. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now Bortles throwing on second down. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. A very solid gain of 27. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Holding the ball.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget.
Hey, 54, Ricky.
Bortles to throw on second down. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down.
For what? I'm trying shit, man. I gotta try to work on some shit, man.
The Jaguars on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Move.
Shotgun now for Bortles. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Duron Harmon. Dances by him. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. The final shot before half for Brady.
That's his 3rd interception.
So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Here's Khalif Raymond to return. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had.
Come on.
Be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
He takes this for 3 to the 29. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Bortles. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
They go play action here on 1st down. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Telvin Smith in there to record another sack, their 6th of the afternoon. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Brady to throw on 2nd down. Going deep now for Decker. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Oh, he's always trying. He's right here anyway.
Let's go, let's go.
Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. They find some open field here. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Deron Harmon makes the tackle.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Man, he left it.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Oh, he missed one.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
I don't know, man.
Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was a crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
After the missed kick, they're in really good position. They'll begin this drive at the 39 now. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Eric Decker was the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. They'll run now with Burkhead. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Malik Jackson in there with pressure yet again. And that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They're going to try and throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him.
Here we go, here we go.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. To throw, it's Bortles. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You can see and feel the disappointment on that one because you saw some guys on the sidelines jumping up going, oh, no. Looked like they had that one set up well on 3rd down, but you got to give yourself time to get rid of the football.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll go for it. It's Bortles. Caught. Safarian Jenkins, right side. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
Let's go, let's go.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Blake Bortles, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away.
Working on plays now, man.
Now it's Patterson. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Here's Hoyer. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dante Fowler. Able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now Hoyer. Right side, that's complete to Gronkowski. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Not.
Hoyer.
Interception. Let's go. Look at that. Look at that, Reynolds.
Picked off at the 21. And he will
pressure, y'all.
this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them until the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Lambeau on for the extra point. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that will extend this big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Telvin Smith in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
All right, here we go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. They'll check this one down to Michelle. And they'll get him down here at the 23. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Leopard! Hey, boys, we got 4.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. Pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeout in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
That's bullshit,
and the play
man.
goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He can't get him down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Calais Campbell in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very low. They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play.
And look at this. It's a fake. And now here is another interception. Cyrus Jones picks it. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, when someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football, it's either beautiful or a disaster, and here it was the latter.
Nowhere in between, right? I mean, you're exactly right. It takes some fortitude to call that type of a play, but when it doesn't work, oh, boy, you wish you hadn't.
11. Move.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. He's going to loft one deep left side here. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, spread right, smack.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And shedding through the tackle. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with 3rd and just a couple.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Bortles now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division. But they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
We got 3. We got Leopard! Leopard! Hey, check Mike 15. Mike is a 15. Check Mike 15. Hey, watch his flat. Watch his flat. Watch his flat. Watch his flat. Hot!
And they'll indeed take a knee. And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Man.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them. One moves on, one goes home.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Jaguars are winners here as we say so long from Jacksonville.